It is Thursday, the 3rd day of August 2023. Good evening and welcome to Newswatch. Thank you for choosing Hope TV, the station where you look and live. I'm Tess Njenga and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Murithi. Let's connect on our social media platforms at Hope TV Kenya on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, where we are streaming live as we take a look at today's news. The government has said that it is keen on offering competitive and industry-driven education aligned with the government's economic transformation agenda. Speaking today, Thursday, in Konza during the awarding of charter to the Open University of Kenya, President William Ruto has said that the objective is to deliver a 100% transition to higher education. Our very own Kennedy Kimani brings us that report.
The government has expressed its commitment to enhancing access to affordable and quality education in the country. Speaking when he launched the first virtual public university in Konza during the awarding of charter to the Open University of Kenya, President William Ruto has said that his administration is keen on offering competitive and industry-driven education aligned with the government's economic transformation agenda.
Gentlemen, you may appreciate.
President Ruto noted that the university offers a chance for ordinary Kenyans to pursue professional training of their choice wherever they are.
This is, in my very honest opinion, the university possibly of herdsmen, farmers. Mama Mboga in his place can also attend now university. Matatu drivers, border people, when you are waiting for your passengers, you can attend courses at the university. Watchmen, domestic employees, as well as trained professionals and graduates. Nothing says bottom-up better than an Open University of Kenya that gives everybody a chance.
At the same time, the head of state said the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service will incorporate the Open University of Kenya into its portal in time to enroll students for the academic year commencing September. Students placed via KUCCPS will benefit from the government financial support through the new funding model.
We believe that intensifying connectivity in transport and communication infrastructure is essential for higher productivity and more vigorous economic activity throughout Kenya. This applies to traditional economic activity as well as the digital economy. As we continue to enrich our roads, rail, pipeline, port infrastructure, we are equally highly focused on laying down the infrastructural backbone of a robust digital economy.
The head of state has also appointed Equity Bank CEO James Mwangi as Vice Chancellor for the Open University of Kenya and explained that the launch of the institution will enhance public university capacity. The president at the same time warned against the wastage of monies sent to the counties.
And I will continue to support all other institutions to make sure that we deliver for the people of Kenya. Tafadhali mimi nawaomba, tukiwapatia pesa ya county, musiende kuchukua na kupanga maandamano ya vita. Please. That is not right. That is not why counties were made. Sio kama tunaelewana, my friends. Mnataka atuchukue ushuru ya Kenya, taxpayers money, twende tununue mawe.
Meanwhile, the president has announced that he had secured 100 billion shillings to commence the construction of phase 2 of the Konza Technopolis.
Amongst the things that we have managed to achieve, I traveled to Korea, I traveled to Germany, I have traveled to another 3 countries on this very subject. I am very proud to announce to you that we now have 100 billion shillings for Konza Technopolis to develop phase 2.
Thank you, Kennedy Kimani, for that report. Now, the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with county governments and with the support of WHO, UNICEF, has today kicked off the second phase of an oral cholera vaccination campaign. The 10-day campaign aims to reach approximately 1.5 million people above 1 year old in 6 targeted counties that include Nairobi, Wajir, Mandera, Marsabit, Homa Bay, Machakos, and Garissa County. Community members, parents, and caregivers have been urged to take advantage of this life-saving opportunity and ensure they get vaccinated, along with ensuring their children receive the vaccine. Alice Diana attended the launch of the vaccine drive here in Nairobi and has filed for us the following report.
In a bid to prevent cholera infection in targeted counties, the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with 6 county governments and other partners, on Thursday kicked off the second phase of the oral cholera vaccination campaign.
Then we call the meeting.
The 10-day campaign, which will come to an end on 12th August this year, will take place in Wajir North Constituency in Wajir County, Mandera East Constituency in Mandera County, Moyale Constituency in Marsabit County, Suba North Constituency in Homa Bay County, GK Prison and Special School in Machakos County, and Dadaab refugee camps in Garissa County. Here in Nairobi, the vaccination drive, which was launched by Health CEC Susan Silantoi, is taking place in Kamukunji and Embakasi Central constituencies. Speaking after the launch of the campaign at Kitui Grounds in Pumwani Ward, Kamukunji constituency, the Chief Officer of Public Health in Nairobi County, Tom Nyakaba, noted that the first phase of the vaccination that took place in February this year reached over 600,000 residents of Nairobi. In this second phase, Nyakaba says they target to vaccinate over 500,000 residents.
Nairobi County ilikuwa na visa mingi sana, na mwanzo mingi zaidi zilikuwa Mathare na Embakasi East, na pale tuliweza kufanya awamu yetu ya kwanza ya chanjo. Sasa kwa zile visa kidogo tunaendelea kupata, statistics zinatuonyesha kwa hizo visa ziko Kamukunji na Embakasi Central. Ndio maana sasa awamu ya pili tuna target hizo sub county mbili, na tuna target watu zaidi ya 1,500. Tuko na doses 609,000 na tunataka zifikie watu wetu wote wa Nairobi ili tuweze kumaliza janga la cholera katika kaunti yetu. Lazima niseme pia kuwa cholera imekuwa nasi kutoka mwezi wa 10 mwaka uliopita, na tumekuwa na kesi zaidi ya 2,500 katika kaunti yetu, na kwa hizi tumepoteza watu 67 people have died from this disease, na kwa sababu ya hiyo hataki tuendelee kupoteza maisha. Ndio maana tumekuja na hii awamu ya pili ya vaccination ili watu wetu wapate chanjo ili iweze kuwalinda. Chanjo hii ni salama na imethibitishwa na World Health Organization na itakuwa inakukinga kwa muda wa miezi 6.
The vaccination drive in the 2 constituencies will be happening in health facilities and also door-to-door campaigns.
Chanjo katika hii sub-county mbili itakuwa kwa vituo zetu zote za afya, na kuna wale watakuwa wanatembea nyumba baada ya nyingine, wakikuwa na wale tunaita ni community health volunteers. Watakuwa wanatembea nao, na chanjo ni safe kutoka kwa watoto mpaka watu wazima, hata wanawake wajawazito wanaweza ipata.
According to World Health Organization country officer Dr. Mark Nanyingi, Kenya has received 1.7 million doses for this second phase.
So we'll be doing this for 10 days from today, and then we'll be doing what we call the post-campaign survey coverage, where we want to see how many people have been targeted again for another 10 days. So basically we support the Ministry of Health, but now with the medical department for Nairobi County, and not just only in cholera, but also we do issues of surveillance and capacity building.
In addition to vaccination, the ministry advises the public to continue practicing essential public health measures, including regular hand washing, proper water treatment, cooking food thoroughly, and using latrines for proper fecal disposal. These measures are essential to prevent the spread of cholera and protect the health and well-being of everyone in the community. As the second phase of the cholera vaccination begins today, the Ministry of Health has assured Kenyans that the vaccine is safe. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch from Kitui Grounds in Kamukunji constituency, Nairobi County, I'm Alice Diana.
Thank you, Alice Diana, for that report. Moving on, cryptocurrency project WorldCoin, which was suspended by the government over data privacy concerns, is not licensed. According to Interior Cabinet Secretary Kindiki Kithure, WorldCoin is only registered as a data controller and not a legal entity. Speaking when he appeared before the Senate Security Committee, the Interior Cabinet Secretary has said that WorldCoin was issued with the registration certificate on April 18, 2023, after it provided the requisite documentation pursuant to the Data Protection Registration Regulations. Preliminary investigations revealed that the entity has hired a company in Kenya called Sense Marketing to do the data capture for them. The Cabinet Secretary has revealed that 2 individuals in connection with trade have been under interrogation by the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, since yesterday.
We are doing this because we don't want to be caught by surprise. And so when an issue like this comes out, we start asking ourselves where next, and where could be the next trouble. That's why yesterday when we had people, for example, harvesting data of Kenyans the last 2-3 days, we stopped that activity and all other similar activities so that you don't wait until there is a similar activity. So we are looking at this in terms of the current problem in Kajiado, but also the potential spiral counties.
High Court Justice David Majanja is set to lead a 3-judge bench constituted by Chief Justice Martha Koome to hear the Finance Act 2023 case. The other 2 judges also appointed to the bench are Lady Justice Christine Meoli and Justice Lawrence Mugambi. The judiciary, in a notice, has said the case has been set for physical mention on Monday next week at 10 a.m. This comes after the Court of Appeal last week lifted conservatory orders barring the implementation of the Finance Act 2023, following an appeal by Treasury Cabinet Secretary Professor Njuguna Ndung'u. The controversial law has been temporarily suspended after Busia Senator Okiya Omtata, together with other activists, challenged its implementation. The government's 4.1 billion shillings allocation to the Linda Mama Free Maternity Program provides vital care to nearly 1 million women annually. Speaking during the inauguration of the new maternity wing at MP Shah Hospital, KPJ Medical Center, Health CS Susan Nakhumicha has highlighted the significance of investing in maternal and newborn health for positive outcomes after childbirth. Nakhumicha commended MP Shah Hospital for its efforts in reducing maternal mortality and improving newborn outcomes, aligning with the ministry's goal of increased access to skilled deliveries and comprehensive antenatal care. On her part, MP Shah Hospital Chief Executive Officer, CEO Tosif Din, has said the new project is a great milestone in the effort to combat maternal deaths.
Nursing is not merely a profession, it is a privilege. We will have the unique opportunity to witness the triumph of the human spirit in the face of adversity, to hold a hand and offer comfort during times of pain and uncertainty, and to play a crucial role in promoting health and well-being in our communities. We look forward to our first class graduating in 2025. Collaborative efforts between the MP Shah Hospital and the Ministry of Health are crucial to finding comprehensive solutions to complex challenges.
Michelle Obama observed that communities and countries, and ultimately the world, are only as strong as the health of their women. Babies whose mothers die at childbirth have little or minimal chance of living to their first birthday. Indeed, today it really warmed my heart to meet the 3 mothers that I've met this afternoon. And this has led to concerted efforts to reduce maternal deaths and have healthy babies. The World Health Organization is committed to supporting countries to provide integrated, evidence-based, cost-effective care for mothers and children during pregnancy, at birth, and postpartum period. This is through investment in health systems, training of midwives, and ensuring available emergency obstetric care round the clock. Indeed, through my tour of MP Shah, you have ticked the box from WHO recommendations.
Well, on that note, let us take our very fast break on Newswatch tonight. Don't go too far. We'll be back with plenty more news.
Hope TV is where you look and live, with an excellent selection of the best Christian programming consisting of local and international content of inspirational stories, talk shows, Bible commentary, youth, health shows, children entertainment, contemporary gospel music, extended times of worship, live broadcast, news, movies, drama, Christian ministry programs, and so much more. Hope TV is another quality service from Christ is the Answer Ministries, with over 45% of authentic and credible local content every week. Hope TV is a sister station to Hope FM, Kenya's leading Christian radio station, with footprints across the country. Tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live.
The Asian community in Kenya has been nationally recognized as the 44th tribe of the people of this great nation.
For me, God is real in Christianity. I talk to Him, He talks to me. I fail, He forgives me.
When I first read the first book of Genesis, it gave me an orderly sense of accounts of creation. Day 1 is what He does. Day 2, He creates this. Day 3.
Every third Thursday of the month, we bring you Asia Testify,
where we will be listening to life-transforming stories of Asian believers who have walked with the Lord. Only here on Hope TV. Look and live.
Welcome back. Siaya Governor James Orengo has said that his leadership is in full support of the proposed talks between Azimio la Umoja and Kenya Kwanza teams, but insists that decorum must prevail. Governor Orengo has said that whereas Kenyans are yearning for fruitful discussions that will see the country forge ahead, Kenya Kwanza leaders must stop engaging in talks that demean opposition leader Raila Odinga. Speaking at Boro Market in Alego Usonga constituency after opening a new modern market, the governor has also called on the police to stop using live ammunition while quelling demonstrations and challenged President William Ruto to take responsibility for the loss of lives as a result of police action during the demonstrations.
Hii kutaja Raila majina kila siku hatutaki. Hatutaki. Raila ni kiongozi wa kitaifa na anajulikana, alileta katiba na ameweka Kenya katika hali hii ambapo tuna demokrasia. Sasa wakina Ichungwa na wengine, hiyo sifa ambao munayo kutaja jina la Raila kila saa. Raila ni mtu ambao ana sifa pembe zote za dunia. na anastahili heshima. Raila apatiwe heshima ama asipatiwe heshima? We are saying that in order to be a democratic country, when there is a demonstration, it requires the police not to use guns. So wengine wanatumia AK-47. If you are going to stop a riot, you don't go with AK-47. If you are going to stop a demonstration, you don't go with AK-47. You go with tear gas, you go with a baton, police baton, and you plead with the demonstrators not to destroy property or cause any damage. But this killing is wrong.
Now, Narok residents have something to smile about as the prices of cooking gas dropped by 500 shillings in 2 months. This is after President William Ruto announced the removal of tax levied on gas to eliminate the use of wood fuel. According to gas retailers in Narok town, the prices of refilling 13 kilogram and 6 kilogram cylinders at the beginning of this year had risen up to 3,000 and 1,500 shillings respectively. This is in line with the government's promise to reduce the price of cooking gas to below 1,000 shillings in the near future.
Sasa mimi the last time nilirefill gas ilikuwa na 1300 1250 hapo hivyo, lakini saa hii wakatuambia gas imeshuka kidogo. Sasa ukienda ku refill gas saa hii wanakuambia, unapata mwingine anakuambia 1200, mwingine anakuambia 1150. Sasa mimi nilikuwa na expect gas ifike kitu 900 ama 800, lakini sasa unaenda wanakuambia 1150. Sasa hata ukiuliza mtu kuna offer ama labda kama ya 50 bob juu, mtu anakuambia hapana, gas ni 1200 ama 1150, hiyo ndio mwisho.
Hii gas hata kama imeteremshwa nitapika nini ndio na hii gas nitaitumia na nini? Si unga iteremshwa ndio niweze kupika na hii niweze kutumia hii gas. Naomba tu kama nyinyi serikali tu mtusaidie tu sisi wakaaji wa Narok juu ile shida tuko naye huku, unga yenyewe mnaona hata mahindi inakauka na kiangazi. Mtusaidie tu kitu ya kukula, hata kama ni msaada tu mtupe kiasi kabla mvua inyeshe.
Na saa hii watu wote wanaweza afford kununua, kwa sababu ikiwa 3,500 kila mtu ata afford. Na hii gas pia ilikuwa bei kali, ilikuwa 1,400 na saa hii imeteremka hadi 1,000. Customers wote wataweza nunua.
Bwana Ruto, timiza ahadi yako. Napenda vile wao wanasmile sana. Ukicheka kuambia watu maisha takuja chini. Teremsha basi tuone. Mambo ni ngumu huku mtaani. Ngumu sana.
Well, it is good news indeed, and we continue to wait for that gas cylinder to go below 1,000 shillings. Moving on, a 37-year-old inmate serving a life sentence at the Narok GK prison for the offense of defilement has been freed after he appealed the case. Amos Kiok was arrested in the year 2012 and sentenced to a life in prison after the Narok Law Court found him guilty of the defilement charges. After spending over 12 years in prison, Kiok has been appealing his case and was freed after proving not guilty to the related charges. As he narrates, Kiok was unable to read, write, and had a challenge in speaking in Kiswahili. However, he now has graduated with a diploma in theology, which he said was a great achievement made during the time he served in prison. Further, Kioko challenged the community to defend the right of the boy child as they suffer the most when it comes to cases of defilement, adding that most of them are innocent but get arrested and serve long sentences to offenses they did not commit.
Na hivyo vile alivyosema, alisema watu wengi wanateseka huko, na unakuta yule mtu hajafanya ile makosa. Ni vizuri hata koti zetu wasikize kwa makini, wafuatilie kwa makini haya divile cases ambayo zinafanyika, ijulikane ukweli kwa wapi. So kwa leo ni shukrani, tunashukuru kwa sababu Mungu amejionyesha na ukweli imetendeka.
Anaenda nyumbani kwa sababu alikuwa amefungwa kifungu cha maisha na akaweza kuapili. High Court ya Narok akaweza kufunga yeye miaka 25. Na pia alipoapili kule Kenya Court aliweza kufunguliwa kuwa huru na leo hii anaenda nyumbani. So tunashukuru sana kwa sababu tumekaa na yeye na ameweza kujifunza theology ambapo amepata diploma.
Kwa miaka ambao nimekaa jela nimeshikwa 2012 tarehe 7 mwezi wa pili 2012. Nimesukuma miaka 12 jela na kwa makosa ambayo sijafanya, lakini kile tu ambao nataka kusema tu ya kwamba nataka tu kushukuru Mungu kwa sababu labda ilikuwa tu nikuje tu jela kwa sababu ya jambo fulani.
Quite inspirational. Moving on, the government is counting on small dams to help build community resilience against the effects of climate change. The Cabinet Secretary for East African Community, the ASALS, and Regional Development, Rebecca Miano, has said although big dams solve water supply problems on a large scale, the importance of small dams in solving village-level water problems cannot be overlooked. The Cabinet Secretary was speaking at Kiamugongo Primary School grounds in Muminji ward of Embu County shortly after commissioning the Anduakiome Earth Dam that will help local villagers access water. Embu Governor Cecily Mbarire said although there were programs in place to see how available water resources could best serve the county's residents, the national government was implementing programs to alleviate local water problems in the long term.
We are happy. Na ile tunauliza ni kwamba muendelee kutuweka katika orodha yenu ya development. Endeleeni kututengenezea more dams kama vile county government tunaendelea kufanya hivyo pia. Endeleeni kutuletea maji, endeleeni kutuletea development, ndio county yetu iendelee mbele.
Kama hii Earth Dam tumezindua leo, tunajua ya kwamba itasaidia familia mingi. Nimeambiwa ni kama familia 200 na mifugo, ng'ombe, mbuzi kama 4,000. Na huu mradi unalingana kabisa na zile sera za serikali ya rais wetu Dr. William Ruto na ile bottom up economic transformation, ile inasaidia mwananchi mashinani na kuhakikisha hakuna hata mmoja amewachwa nyuma.
Thank you for consistently tuning in to watch and listen to our content both on Hope TV and Hope FM. You are the reason why we are on air. The CBS Family Service now comes to you every Sunday at 4 p.m. on Hope TV, Hope FM, and on Sitam Church Online.
The Holy Spirit will empower our prayer lives.
Our mission is to know God and to make Him known through evangelism and discipleship.
CBS Family Service on Hope FM and Hope TV, where you look and live.
To praise how.
Because women talk more and they are not very strong physically, when they want to hurt their husbands or their children or anybody, they use the tongue.
Families under God.
How can we continue to live carelessly in ease?
Join Reverend Dr. Judy Mbugua as she imparts families through prayer, evangelism, and social transformation with the Word of God.
You know, God is not asking you to manage. He's asking you to be available. Amen. And He will make you able and capable.
Families under God, only on Hope TV.
Welcome back. Now, Environment, Climate Change and Forestry Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tuya now says that the state has surpassed its target of approximately 10,000 delegates ahead of the Africa Climate Summit set for September. The Cabinet Secretary has said that they expect to host approximately 10,000 delegates, but as of this morning, they had registered over 9,500 locally and internationally. The summit, which will be held at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC, will kick off on the 3rd of next month. According to the Director of Climate Change, Pacifica Acheng, the summit will have a youth event, private sector, as well as a women event.
These new universal global instruments are intended to mobilize the annual investment that is needed to achieve the required emissions reduction targets by 2030 and 2050. And the thinking behind this is that priority must be accorded to instruments that make polluters pay more, including a global aviation and maritime levy, global financial transaction tax, and a global fossil fuel tax, the features of which should be that the financial burdens need to be applied globally. It's not easy because we are all different states, sovereign countries, and the objective and the reason why African Union decided to have the CAHOSC is to make sure that at least we are having a conversation on how this should be done, and that we are having a common position and setting our priorities as a continent. So what we have been doing in the past is that we have our technical representative from all countries making discussions and identifying key messages for the continent. But we notified that there's still room for improvement at very high level, which is at heads of states level, and therefore we hope that this summit will be the beginning of the new journey.
On to business. In a bid to bolster Kenya's economic growth and promote sustainability, Diamond Trust Bank (DTB) has today announced the launch of its pioneering economic and sustainability theming initiative. The bank's initiative is set to address key challenges and opportunities facing the Kenyan economy, integrating sustainability principles to foster long-term growth. On his part, DTB's CEO Nasim Devji has emphasized the critical role of banks and financial institutions in driving positive change. Speaking during the launch, National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Njuguna Ndung'u has defended the high rate of taxation as at the consumer level, saying that it has ignited economic vibrancy. The move comes as the nation seeks to navigate through challenging economic times while promoting environmentally responsible practices.
We're hoping to get solutions together, and we can collaborate here, and in that fashion we can really take the country forward. Really, that's a basic reason why we come together.
What will reduce electricity? It's actually the taxes you pay because we are going to invest more. The road structure, isn't it? Everything that everybody talks about is about the incentive comes from the provision of public goods, because taxes are used to provide public goods, isn't it? So in a sense, and you have seen, where did I go, which country did I go, that taxes, you pay taxes so that you can receive public goods. That's the incentive structure. So you're happy to pay taxes, then that is what social contract is about. That is, you're paying taxes because you're receiving public goods. We are committed to predictability of not only policy, but even taxes. Okay. Yeah.
The Africa Enterprise Challenge Fund has launched the Investing in Women in the Blue Economy in Kenya. Speaking during the launch, Cabinet Secretary of the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, Salim Mvurya, has highlighted the significance of the blue economy in contributing to Kenya's economic growth and investment. The Cabinet Secretary has also recognized the substantial but often overlooked contributions of women in the blue economy sector, where they represent up to 60% of the labor force in the fisheries sector alone, in addition to their roles in production, processing, and trading within the blue economy.
So I think there's quite a lot that we can do together. I think the most important is for us to be focused, because the State Department of Blue Economy and Fisheries, it is more on investments, not on services. So initially as government, we will be investing, but those investments that we do, and I want to thank the National Assembly for appropriating resources to do that. We put initial investments, then those investments should be able to inspire many more other investments in the sector.
I personally really like this program because it provides seed money to small companies, women-led companies that are doing really important work, and it helps them to grow and generate wealth and generate value and generate jobs for other women and for the general population in their communities.
These are the first group of winners that was based on the market competition that we did last year, and this is on the growing businesses segment. So they are the larger businesses that are already operating and have bigger establishments, and we are just helping them to scale. And we expect more from them as well, to be able to catalyze more commercial capital into the sector.
Now in sports, the Safaricom Chapa Dimba football tournament is set to hold the first county finals in Vihiga County this weekend. Finalists Ebwali Boys and Bunyori Assassins will lock horns in the boys category, while Madira Girls will go head-to-head with the Maroon Queens on Saturday at Mumboha Stadium in Luanda. The Vihiga finals will be followed by Busia, Kakamega and Bungoma County finals the following weekend of 12th and 13th of this month. County winners will proceed to play at the Western Regional Finals to be held in the historical Bukungu Stadium later in the month. Leg of the KCB East Africa Golf Tour will be held at the Par 73 Nakuru Golf Club golf course this weekend. The weekend's tourney has attracted over 200 golfers who will converge at the Nakuru-based facility, where two teams are expected to qualify for the tour's grand finale set for November at the Karen Country Club. Currently, 8 teams have booked a slot in the grand finale, with the latest entries coming from the 8th leg of the series that was held at the Nyeri Club last month. The tour has so far reached over 1,000 participants across various counties, and the competition has been held in We have come to the end of Newswatch tonight. Thank you for watching. I'm Tess Njenga, and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Murithi. God willing, see you tomorrow, same place, same time. Till then, God bless and have a good night.